Uh-oh, we are so cooked. Hey everyone, welcome to week 18 of Building 7 Castle Cider from scratch. This is editor Carl here. Just want to let you know, a lot of the stuff I'm getting the video, it's a bunch of trial and error. I had some ideas and I ended up realizing soon on that I should have switched to something else a lot earlier before that. Enjoy the process of me doing a lot of silly stuff with electronics. Make sure to subscribe. So, I just tried heating up a resistor here, but I got my new power supply and everything right. Now it's plugged in, I have it turned down all the way, and I just put up the current a little bit too high when I turned it up to 5 volts, and it just puffed up in a plume of smoke. So I'm gonna see if I can get this to work. I have my tea bag right here we're gonna try to seal it with. So I have my little drawings here, plans of what I want to try to do and plans for the future. Gonna see if I can get this to work. Alright, so the resistor did not puff up in a plume of smoke this time, and we have burn marks. It's just burned holes through the tea bag, but some did seal. So actually we have a 10 ohm resistor here, and what was it at? I hope it doesn't plume up. About 3 volts, so I'm gonna turn this down. I don't like this at all. Okay. You're going to see about 2 volts here and 0.2 amperes. Is this enough to seal it? Let me put down the camera. Okay, I couldn't get a good test. I'm going to go grab some pliers, some metal tweezers so I can press it against it, and that's what my little diagram here is going to be. Actually squeezing it together with some metal plates. You can kind of see that there. So I'm gonna try to get a little tweezer or something like that to just squeeze it down to test, and then I'll put that through and see how that works. Okay, I couldn't find needle nose pliers, so we're gonna use regular pliers here, and we're gonna try to seal this down together. We'll see how it works. So at this point, this kind of sucks to test. I'm gonna get my metal plates. I'm gonna mount this to my metal plates, and then I'm going to use that in a clamp to test how this works. Okay, so those resistors are not going to work. They are 1/4 of a watt power. I need a lot more than that. But I have another solution, Nichrome wire. So in here, below the power supply, I have a toaster, an old toaster, which I'll show you guys. Now I'm going to deconstruct that and take the Nichrome wire out of it to hopefully use that to make my heat sealer. So I'm gonna go into my garage here with all my tools and disassemble it. I'm gonna try to make a funny reel with it, like a fork and a toaster. Silly joke about deconstructing it, but you'll see that probably. I'll probably post it. It's gonna be so silly. Oh, but I can't care. I'm just gonna post it, try to get some views on a funny reel. So, okay, let's go do that. See ya. Okay, toaster disassembled, all for this, but you can see on the edges there, let me see if I can zoom this in for you. On the edges, we have some burn marks of where the wire was. I just pumped a lot of current, voltage, power into this bad boy, so just to see if it would heat up. It certainly did, and that would be the perfect thing to make my heat sealer with. So now I'm gonna try to attach some to some wooden pieces and using that as my makeshift heat sealer. See if it works. Okay, some very good progress here. So I have this strung up in a similar way to what I want it to be for my actual heat sealer. I don't want to touch this, obviously, the wire, but it melted. Oh my gosh, look at that, it sealed it. Oh, or for the most part, there's a little bit of hole there, you can't see it. But I just gotta adjust my voltage and current and stuff on this, and then I should have a good heat sealer for this. And then I'll show you guys what I want to make for the actual whole machine for it. See ya. So this is what I ended up with for now. This is the larger Nichrome wire. I want to have something a lot better than this. I don't want to just have 2 blocks of wood as my sealer, so I'm gonna think long and hard about what I want to do for this. This is not really sanitary, I don't think. Well, I don't think it isn't. So I want to do something a lot better. I have some ideas in my mind right now, but I'll have to figure out how to do them. But actually, yeah, you have like it slide down in this pre-made frame or something like that, 3D printed, maybe, with some metal, insulated metal parts and rubber. We'll see. So I'll update you guys on whatever I do. See ya. Okay, so recap for the week. Did a lot of testing for the Nichrome wire stuff for the new heat sealer. I think that's going to be pretty good once I get it all working and clean and professional and stuff like that. That's going to be pretty good. I'm very confident I'm going to make sure it's good. I made another tea box, and I made some more cider, and hopefully I'm going to get some good feedback on those. I made my plan. I want to blitz my tea flavors. I want to blitz developing my tea flavors because that's what I like doing a lot, is trying to come up with new flavors and new ideas and new products and stuff like that. I'm at a point where I need some more momentum, because it's been with the tea itself. I should not the overall company, but the tea itself. Because I can say that because we have an LLC meeting coming up to form my actual LLC for this, so that's crazy. That's gonna be good momentum. But the tea itself, it's been really tough to make right now because the apples aren't that dry. But an idea I had was that I might be able to use a Nichrome wire and make like because it comes from our toaster, right? I might be able to make my own heating board or dehydration board or something like that. That I can get more of the water out of the apples and make them drier. So I'll see if that works. I'll test it out. If I can do that, it's going to be New York State compliant, because all commercial. New York State, if you're watching, I'm compliant. It'll be all commercial, so it's compliant. It'll be easy to buy. It'll be cheaper than getting regular apples and dehydrating myself, and easier. And it'll be a lot easier to make the bags, which would be perfect. I think that's really all I have to say for this week. The lesson I'm learning as I'm going along is, I'm expecting everything to happen very quickly, and that just doesn't happen sometimes. Things get in the way. Family things come up, or work. I've been very honest. I've been working super hard to, I'm funding everything myself, and I don't really have the products yet to make any significant money off of it that I can support the business with. So I'm bootstrapping, and I have to work, a good amount of time, and I have to sleep early and all of that, so I can be able to afford to even do this business, and then school stuff on top of that. So it's tough, but it's important to, I saw something today, it's the direction you're going in, not your speed. That's the important thing. So, I want to do one good thing each week for this. That's going to be my plan. As long as I do that, I'm going to be happy. Obviously, as it goes along, I'm going to want to be able to, I want to be able to produce more, and actually, maybe I don't have to have my job, and I can do, my tea as my job and stuff like that. That is the goal, that I can make Seven Castle Cider be my job and be my business, that I can make money off of. I'm not doing this for the money, I'll say that. I'm doing this to gain the experience and to make a really good product and honor my family's tradition. That's what I'm doing this for. If I make my money on the side and I can work for myself as a side benefit of that, that would be great. It's just getting the small little victories each week. Hopefully that maybe helps out some other people who are trying to do this as well. With that, I will say I'll see you guys next week. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share. Tell me what you guys think. Give me suggestions, comments, concerns, all that. I will see you guys in next week's video. Good stuff coming up. Deuces.